Good morning, everybody. Mark Finan here in the home weather office on this Tuesday morning. It's now the 23rd day of January 2024. This is the morning briefing coming to you from the home weather office, where as I look out the window, there's some spots of blue out there. There's still a fair amount of moisture in the levels around 1,000 feet, 2,000 feet to keep us in some clouds here and there, but those will be thinning out, and areas of fog we've had in parts of the valley this morning will also be thinning out. It should turn out to be a pretty mild afternoon with temperatures up around 60 as we squeeze out enough sunshine. We are expecting more rain tomorrow. We'll look ahead to the weekend, and then we're going to look out down the road because there's starting to be a lot of chatter online about something coming in the beginning of February. So we're talking, 10, 12 days out. So I'll show you the thinking on that and why there is some chatter about that. But also, of course, when it's 10, 12 days out, there's also uncertainty. So let's get to what's happening this morning. So here we have the bit of low cloudiness, a bit of moisture in the air. It's not, all of this is not fog, but there is some fog embedded in this. And then it kind of goes up onto the west slope. There are some areas that do have blue sky, and the Sierra looks really nice this morning. All of this is snow right here. But then you come down from the snow, you get down to about just above Highway 49, and then you get back into some clouds, and there's some fog here and there, and all of this will gradually get scoured out as we go through the day. We'll have partly cloudy skies this afternoon. Should turn out to be a pretty nice day. But as I mentioned, we do have rain in the forecast for the day tomorrow, so let's show you a couple of models here and show you what they're thinking. This one looks like it's going to be very, very light. So let's get through. I'll show you the HRRR as we go through today. Now, this is tomorrow morning. There will likely be some showers before the sun comes up. But this is the main band, and out ahead of it, we always get a little bit of rain. But this is 3 o'clock in the morning. And as we head through the morning commute, this will be around 9 o'clock in the morning. And beyond, we do have some light rain. Maybe a couple of tenths, as well as a few inches of snow in the Sierra. There will be chain controls up, but it'll just be one of those days where it just kind of, it doesn't rain hard. It just rains a little bit. And like I said, we get a couple of tenths and all clears out during the day on Thursday. And the NAM will show about the same thing without the same sort of resolution. But the timing looks similar. We'll have some light rain for the morning commute. Actually, the NAM is quite light on this one. This run of the NAM only shows 1/10 of an inch of rain. Kind of lingering into Wednesday night. Just going to be kind of one of those overcast days with occasional rain, but not with the downpours that we saw Sunday night and Monday. So a couple of tenths of an inch of rain and just enough snow to make the roads messy in the Sierra. As we get into the day Thursday, we clear out, and then watch out in here, because this is one of the things we've been kind of dancing around the last couple of days is what's going to happen with this system. This is Friday morning, and as you can see, there's some rain in Butte County, but that lifts out to the north, and this model goes all the way to Friday afternoon. So rain on the north coast, rain north of Butte County, but from, let's say Highway 20 to the south, it is dry. And if we go out farther in time using the GFS, let's see, so there's the system on Wednesday. So here's the way the GFS shows Friday. And then Saturday, so this is why we haven't had rain in the forecast for Saturday, because most of the activity is going to be, let's say, north of Highway 20. But that's just this run. Still wouldn't be surprised if there's some sprinkles Saturday, but we're not going to have rain in the forecast at this point. We'll see how that develops over the next couple of days. All right, time to kind of get out into fantasy land, if you will, and all the chatter that's going on about the end of the month and into next weekend. So we're talking about like February 2nd, 3rd, 4th, that time frame, about things that may be happening at that point. And there's a good reason for that chatter. And for that, I'm going to show you the jet stream across the Pacific. So here's California. Alaska is up here. And what you're looking at here are winds at 250 millibars. So this is up above 30,000 feet. And what you're looking at here, these winds are 200 knots, this area right here, 215, 220 knots. And it's not just the fact that this is a fast jet stream, but it's the direction of it. You'll notice that this is more or less a straight line across the Pacific. We call this zonal flow. And it's as opposed to wavy flow where you get, let's say, a big ridge and a big trough. So this is straight zonal flow, and it is aimed more or less at California. And as we get into the end of next week, this is next Wednesday, you can see that jet stream kind of pointed straight at us. This morning's run, which I'm showing you here, actually splits everything as it gets toward the end. And with that in mind, the morning model, which I'll show you here, so this is the latest model, it brings some rain on next Thursday, February 1st, lasting into the 2nd, and maybe some showers around on the 3rd, but then dissipating everything pretty quickly. That's a lot different from previous runs, and so I'm going to show you last night's run. So this is from 0Z last night. This is the rain on the 1st. Here comes the rain on the night of the 2nd and into the 3rd. This would be significant. You have a tight gradient here, so you have heavy rain, you have heavy snow lasting into the 3rd and 4th, and even lingering into the 5th. So with that in mind, let's go to total precip accumulation. This is last night's run showing Sacramento with 5 inches of rain, and on the west slope something up around 10. All right, let's contrast that with this morning's run. Total precip accumulation for Sacramento, 0.7, and on the west slope, 2 inches. So that's that out in fantasy land, and like I said, there's I've started to see chatter in some of the people that I follow getting excited about that zonal jet stream, and there's in some of the runs there's also high precipitable water that goes with it. This morning's run did not have that, so there is great uncertainty, as there always is, on things that are out 10 to 12 days, and it's worth keeping an eye on. Obviously, last night's run might be right, this morning's run might be right. I might be in between. Who knows? But we will continue to watch it. But in case you're hearing about something that is possible that first weekend of February, just know that right now, no one really knows what's going to happen. But with that jet stream being pretty powerful across the Pacific, and at this time of year, it's worth keeping an eye on. It's worth keeping an eye on, but right now it's too early to get worried about or cause you any anxiety. So we'll see what happens. So that's everything I've got for you this morning. It is a Tuesday. That means there will be a Facebook live chat tonight. So in that chat, we'll be able to look at the 0Z run as it comes in at that time from 12 hours from now. And we'll see what the 0Z run looks like out there in Fantasyland and answer any other questions that you have. In the meantime, let's see, I'll also be, of course, on TV at 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, and 11. And in the meantime, that's everything I've got. Make it a great day. I'll talk with you later.